Hey YouTube, it's your boys Danny and
Yeah, you know who it is.
oh, you already know who it is. And that's my line, Rudy.
Yeah.
What?
What? Is this your deck too?
Anyway, guys.
You're supposed to say yes.
Yes. Anyway, guys, we're here with the deck profile, and Rudy's actually going to be piloting the deck profile.
Because I know it too, kind of.
He knows it too. He plays the deck well. And I decided that I may even one day give this deck to Rudy. I really like it, but I don't want to lose it. And if it's in my hands, to be honest, it's probably going to get sold. So anyway, without further ado, here is the new and improved Assault deck.
So pretty much, we got 3 Side Reflectors. He's pretty much your play starters.
He's pretty much your go-to everything.
You pretty much want, when he's normal special summon, you could get a card that lists Assault mode in it.
Yes.
Not active, just Assault mode, I believe, right?
Assault mode, yeah, you're right.
And then you get that to your hand. So pretty much you could get Assault Beast, discard Assault Beast if you don't have anything in grave. For its other effect, you get Assault mode active. You have to have Assault mode active in your hand to reveal it to special summon said monster from the grave, and you could manipulate his level to, like, what is it, 1 to 7, 6?
You can add 1 to 5.
1 to 5. 1 to 4. You add.
Yeah, 1 to 4. There you go.
1 to 4. And that's pretty much how you go off into your starters. That's one play. Like, that's pretty much the only play. Wouldn't you say, Danny?
Just about.
And then, pretty much it's the exact same thing as Reflector, but he truly any special summon with the listing of Assault mode in the name. So you get him in hand, normal summon, tribute himself, and then you get your Side Reflector out. And then you go from there. Next, we play 2 Assault Beast. Pretty much you pitch him to the grave and you get your Assault mode active, like that. Pretty self-explanatory.
Pretty self-explanatory, I'd say.
And then next we have the big monster of the deck, Stardust Assault Giant. Assault mode.
Assault mode.
He pretty much negates anything on the field while tributing himself to do so, and then at the end of the phase he comes back. So, yeah. And then the other Assault mode we play is a TG Halberd Cannon. We don't play the Synchro one, but to get into it, we use Assault Reboot. And that's how you go into your Halberd. It's a pretty good card. He banishes a special summon, and then every other monster on your opponent's field that was special summon, it banishes those 2.
So, pretty good card.
You only use them for that effect. You don't use them for second other effects. Next, we play 2 Summer Monks. When this card is normal summon, you switch it to defense. Normal or flipped summon, you change it in defense. Then you could discard a spell card. You special summon a level 4 or lower, or no, level 4, I believe. A level 4 monster from your deck. Next, we got the Gammas and the Driver himself. Pretty much, if you control no monsters, you can negate one of your opponent's effect by special summoning this from hand. This one has to be hand. The Driver could be in the grave, your deck, or your hand, and you special summons to that, and you negate and destroy. Then next we got Ghost Bell.
Ghost Bell, I can explain a little bit about that. Ghost Bell is in there not to stop your opponent necessarily. It's in there to stop their call by the grave.
So yes, opponents.
Opponents, basically. Yeah, you're right. It is to stop your opponent.
So your hand trap, but if you go off and then nothing happens to you, you can always have it in hand to use against your opponent. Basically.
It is an excellent card.
Next, we play 3 Assault mode actives, because why not? It's an Assault deck. Play it.
Yep, play it.
And then next, we play the 1 Assault Reboot. This is pretty much how you get into your Halberd, like I was explaining earlier. Pretty good. And you could get this off of Side Gear Reflector, right?
Yes, you can.
Because it listed it in the name. I'm going to show all these next 6 cards together.
7.
7?
Back to the front only has 2.
Ooh, I showed.
Showed us.
Back to the front has 2.
Yeah.
They all have 2.
Okay.
So 6 cards. Pretty much this is just to get our monsters back from the graveyard. That's all I can say about it. And then Oasis turns into a worm. Is that how you say it? A worm?
Worm.
And like Danny said, our secret little tech, Imperial Order, it shut down all spells.
Spells.
And then on standby phase, you must pay 700 or not destroy this card. So this card could really hurt your opponents. I believe it's for you too.
Oh yeah, it is for you too as well.
Next, we play Assault Mode 0. This is pretty much if you draw your Assault, or should I just say your Stardust. If you draw it, you could special summon it from hand this way. And he has another effect. Once this card is in the graveyard, you can banish it, and you can target Assault Mode active, I believe, in the graveyard too. Graveyard or hand? Oh, no, hand or deck. Directly from your hand or deck. And you, what's it called? Set it, and then you activate it right away to get into another assault. Next, we got Fire Formation Tenki to get our Beast Warriors out from the deck, and also gives them a nice little boost. Next, we play Emergency Teleporter. Is that basically for Gamma?
For Gamma and for Cyberflector.
And Cyberflector. Pretty much just special summon and get your combo started from there. We play 1/1-for-1. This is a pretty good card.
In this deck, it's a very good card.
You discard a monster from hand, and then you special summon a level 1 monster from your deck. And last, for the last card in our main decks, we played 3 Called by the Graves. Those hand traps hurt this deck. Wouldn't you say, Danny?
They very, very much do.
And that's for the main deck. Anything, Danny?
No, not really. I'd say just watch yourselves out there, you know.
So we play Stardust, of course, for the Assault mode. And he also has his own effect where your opponent destroys any number of cards. You could negate it by tributing himself. And then he comes back on the end phase. Because everybody knows what Stardust does, so.
Everybody knows what Stardust
Except for Danny.
Except for me.
Next, we got the 1 Black Rose to blow out the field. Pretty much, basically, that. I think that's why Danny plays it, pretty much.
Yeah, that's why I do it.
Because it doesn't target, it just blows out everything. Next, we play Boral Savage for the negates. But it has to be Synchro Summon, and you target a Link monster in your graveyard. Depending on the Link rating on the Link monster, that's how many negates he gets. And he gets half their attack. Next, we play 1 Nat Beast for the negates of special spell cards. Right.
Yep.
That's it. 1 Beals, because why not? It's a Beals.
Oh, do you want to explain? Go back to Nat Beast real quick.
Okay.
Explain how to summon it.
Oh. Do we have that card in here?
Yeah, we do.
No, we don't.
No, Sentinel.
Oh, I forgot about
yeah,
Sentinel.
Sentinel's other effect.
He could change into whatever.
He can change it. You target a.
Yeah, let Danny explain. I don't remember.
Okay, so basically, you target a monster in your extra deck, and that monster in the extra deck. You target a monster in the extra deck and target a monster on the field. That monster from the extra deck's attribute and type become the monster on field.
So that's pretty much how you get into Nat Beast.
So like you summon Cyberflector, summon Sentinel, and then right then and there, boom, free Nat Beast.
And then, like I was saying, Beals too. He's just a hassle to get over. We play 1 Cyframe Lord Omega. That hand loop combo, right?
Yep.
I haven't seen Danny gone into it, so.
I don't really do it too much, but it's there.
Let's see, do you have the other one or just this one?
Which one? The Crystal Wing? No, I don't play the other one.
You don't play Clear Wing?
No.
We have Crystal Wing, Big Daddy, one of the Big Daddies for Big Brother Clear Wing. It's a pretty good card overall, negating monster effects and destroying them and getting that attack. Pretty good. Then we play 1 Scarlight, pops any monster with 3,000 or less attack, and your opponent takes 500 for each card popped. Then we play one Quantum Dragon. I forget what he does. You want to tell him for these?
Quantum Dragon?
Yeah.
Quantum Dragon basically, when it attacks, can get another attack off. And then it bounces back anything that it battles. So, like, let's say there's a monster on the field, it attacks, no battle damage happens at the beginning of the damage step. It bounces that monster back, and then it can attack again.
Yeah, it only can bounce once per turn.
Once per turn.
And then we got this one. We got Brionac.
Brionac, you send cards from your hand to the grave, and you can send that many cards on the field back to hand.
Yeah, I think were these recently new?
It was reprinted.
No, I meant to the deck. Technically.
Oh yeah, technically new to the deck.
Yeah. I know most of the cards, but not all of them. So we
Yeah,
got
I
one.
kind of caught Rudy off guard with
One
that.
Cerberus to pop your special summons, your opponent's special summon monsters, and
It's basically like I was telling Rudy. It's basically in there to mitigate Mystic Mine.
yeah, and then if he's in graveyard, you could put him on Boral Savage. And this is actually to destroy Mystic Mine.
Yeah, that's actually to pop Mystic Mine.
Yeah, and like I said, and Savage, and then Beat Cop.
I play Beat Cop specifically because she just requires 2 monsters.
That's it.
That's pretty much it.
Interesting. You heard it here. And then next we got Linkuriboh, because what deck isn't a deck without Linkuriboh?
You play Linkuriboh just in case you need it to go into it.
Like I said, what deck's a deck without Linkuriboh? And that's it for our extra deck monsters, guys.
So like, comment, and subscribe. Let us know what you think about this deck. Let us know how you feel, what we can improve on, what things could be different. Just let us know and we'll do it, you know? Anyway, guys, we'll be catching you on the flip side. Catch us on turn 2.